Hi guys, PeeCarNoo here. I'm bringing you some more project cars footage for you guys to have a look at. Today we've actually got some online gameplay on the Bathurst track with the Clios, Renault Clios, which is absolutely intense as fuck. Just because of how tight the roads are, how obviously small these cars are. You can get like 3 cars together at the same sort of point at one given moment. And the overtakes you can get, as you can probably tell from the footage, is really quite insane. Like I said, 4 cars battling it out on such narrow roads is always going to be fun. And this track is obviously suited for these type of cars. Probably go-karts as well. I believe you can get go-karts on any track. So on this track, it would actually be pretty insane. But I personally prefer the Clio on this track. I've done it once before, but I think that was just a little sort of like a mess about on the first night. But this is my proper attempt on this track with this car. I've still got the racing line on so I know the braking points and things like that. After that, I probably will turn them off as I do, because once you get to know a track, then you can obviously adapt to your own style of braking and things like that. But obviously the car's front wheel drive, so it means it's going to be incredibly twitchy in terms of high speed corners, especially when you don't have any heat in the back tyres, as you do lose a lot of heat on this straight coming up. So through the first section where there's all the windy bits, it's so hard to obviously place the car with no heat on the back. But as you go through that bit, then obviously you get heat in the tyres, and you can obviously get the car's potential back on track. The actual race itself we did some qualifying before, and it was so hard to actually get a good lap in, a valid lap time as well, because you can sort of fuck up on this track a lot, and if you're not patient with it, then it's just going to cause a bit of mayhem. But I suppose you could argue that's the whole point of it, and that's what this game is about in general, really. Having these battles, having these legitimate battles where there's no curbs and games such as obviously Grand Theft Auto. It's a full-on racing game. Craig understeers there into the wall, and I get a cheeky little overtake there. And so does this manual guy getting a cheeky little overtake, and so does a Z Wonder guy as well at the back. So he's actually got triple overtaking, which is quite embarrassing. I'd go kill myself if I was him. Just joking. But the gameplay itself is just showcasing this car, obviously on this track, and how it's a perfect match. So the two actually go together really well. The Clio is actually one of my favourite cars to drive in the game, as well as GT3 and Formula C. Just because of how, well, look at this. I mean, you don't really get this on many other cars and many other tracks. Just 4 cars constantly on each other's arses, going back and forward, and this track as well. It's so technical, especially this bit here. In a second or two, I sort of clip the curb there and go off into the barrier. That's a good thing as well. The barriers on this are all throughout the track. They're all flat, so there's no tyre stack sticking out. So if you do crash or you do get taken out from the side, because obviously being with the cockpit view, it's quite hard to notice your surroundings. If you do get shunted off to the track boundaries, then you can just sort of continue, because your car just hits it and you can just continue, and the gameplay still goes, and you're still in the battle, and you're not spinning out, causing mayhem on the track, causing people to rage quit and cry about it. But that's a good thing about the track. This straight is also incredibly long, and this is where you lose the heat in the tyres. I sort of clip it there, and I go off on the grass a little bit, which causes an invalid lap time there again. I nearly tip over there, but that was the whole thrill about it. But yeah, it was really fun. So what this is just showing you is, yes guys, if you haven't already, please do this track with this car. Get a lot of people in, get your friends in. The more the better, really, because it's just constant little battles going on, and it's well down suited with this car. Go-karts is something I haven't tried on this. I'm desperately to find out how that's going to be, because that's probably going to be insane. Probably going to get more battles, because obviously the smaller the actual car itself is going to have more cars around you. But yeah, I mean, the end of this video is quite funny of what actually happens. It's more of a fail really, but it's still funny at the end of the day, of how it was meant to be planned out and how it was actually executed. Well, lack of execution really, but you'll see that at the end anyway. Going here, going up these tight up hand left corners and right corners. Reminds me of Vinewood on GT. I don't know why, just does. I think it's because of the thin roads, the up and down sections, and it's just it's something about it. I know it's completely wrong putting GTA and this game together, but it's just the way the track is. Do get overtaken there, which is quite annoying, but again, it makes for good for gameplay, and well, it does sort of go off on the sound there, which slows him down. Obviously, I race with all assists off, just so it makes it more intense. Like I said, I've got the guideline on now just because it's a new track, so I'm just learning. And this bit coming up now, this long straight, is actually the bit where the fail happened. So what I'm going to do is, because I was in a party chat, as you can probably tell, you may be able to hear some background voice. I'm going to play the live voice chat of what actually happens. So I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
What? In the Discord.
You're actually going to.
No, I don't want to get a bad reputation in the new game already.
Just say your brakes overheated, or your engine blew up.
Yeah.
Tell him you got the achievement for your brakes going over 1,000.
It was at this moment, Combo knew his gears fucked up. Oh, I missed.
So guys, you can probably tell Combo completely failed there. He failed what he was meant to do, which was to knock the guy off, which was pretty jokes. This last corner anyway, I lock up, obviously being without an assist, and I thought I was going to lose the position, but I quickly changed up to second gear, which is a good thing about manual transmission. Quickly changed up, and I thought it was going to be a loss for me, but I do manage to grab the win, well, a win against him anyway there. But yeah guys, that's the end of this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you're new around here, subscribe for more of Project Cars and GTA. Cheers guys.